the shocking climax of American Idol Season 24 reveal a fundamental flaw in how reality television audiences vote? Or was it simply the unpredictable nature of live entertainment? Reporting live on the digital fallout of one of the most heavily debated television moments of the year, we are examining the sudden exit of Keyla Richardson. For weeks, Richardson was heralded by music critics and viewers alike as the undeniable vocal powerhouse of the 2026 season. Hailing from Pensacola, Florida, her performances consistently drew comparisons to industry legends, with many pointing to her Whitney Houston-esque vocal range and impeccable stage presence. However, during the highly anticipated Top 3 elimination broadcast, Richardson was eliminated, sparking an immediate and intense uproar across social media platforms. Within minutes of the announcement, hashtags surrounding her departure became the #1 trending topic in the United States. Fans expressed widespread disbelief, demanding transparency regarding the voting metrics and questioning how a contestant who received weekly standing ovations from industry veterans failed to secure a spot in the grand finale. The controversy has ignited a fierce public discourse concerning the criteria by which the American public evaluates musical talent in the modern era of television. Rather than accepting the results as a standard competition outcome, a significant portion of the viewership is actively mobilizing online, scrutinizing the integrity of the voting process and amplifying the conversation far beyond the traditional reality television demographic. This unprecedented level of digital engagement highlights a growing disconnect between dedicated music aficionados and the casual viewing public. Media analysts have noted that the sheer volume of commentary generated by Richardson's exit is reminiscent of historic reality television upsets, suggesting that her elimination will be analyzed for years to come. As the dust settles on the immediate aftermath, the question remains: what truly drives the American viewer to pick up their phone and cast a vote? Are modern singing competitions prioritizing compelling human interest narratives over pure technical proficiency to sustain network television ratings? As we delve deeper into the mechanics of American Idol and similar talent formats, a central debate has emerged among entertainment journalists: the battle between the backstory and the vocal mastery. Throughout Season 24, viewers witnessed a palpable shift in narrative focus. While Keyla Richardson consistently delivered technically flawless, Grammy-caliber performances, the editorial framing of the broadcast increasingly highlighted the deeply personal, often emotional struggles of her competitors. The eventual winner, Hannah Harper, captured the hearts of the nation not just with her voice, but with a highly relatable narrative of motherhood and perseverance. From a journalistic perspective, this raises a fascinating dilemma regarding the evolution of reality television. Television producers are tasked with maintaining high viewership in a fractured media landscape, and extensive market research indicates that audiences forge stronger connections with contestants who display vulnerability and relatable hardships. Consequently, fans of Richardson argue that she was inadvertently penalized for her polished professionalism. Critics of the current format suggest that when a broadcast leans heavily into emotional storytelling, it creates an uneven playing field where pure vocal talent is overshadowed by a compelling television script. This phenomenon is not necessarily a malicious manipulation, as some internet theories suggest, but rather a calculated broadcast strategy designed to maximize viewer retention and emotional investment. The controversy forces the industry to confront an uncomfortable reality. The core demographic that actively participates in live voting often prioritizes a deeply emotional connection over objective vocal superiority. Entertainment critics argue that until the voting mechanisms are recalibrated to weigh technical skill more heavily, or until judging panels are granted more influence, this tension between story and song will continue to be a defining characteristic of the genre. Does the conspicuous silence of the judging panel during a controversial elimination signal a gag order, or is it merely the standard protocol of live broadcast television? In the immediate wake of Keyla Richardson's departure, a secondary narrative took hold across online forums regarding the reaction, or lack thereof, from the esteemed panel of judges. Throughout the competition, figures like Lionel, Richie, and Carrie Underwood were vocally exuberant about Richardson's potential, frequently offering high praise and standing ovations. Yet, when the elimination was finalized, the panel offered minimal commentary, a stark contrast to their previous enthusiasm. Speculation immediately mounted that network executives had instructed the judges to withhold criticism of the voting results to protect the integrity of the show's narrative and validate the remaining finalists. However, broadcasting experts provide a more pragmatic explanation. Live television operates on incredibly strict time constraints, and the chaotic moments following a major elimination rarely allow for extensive unscripted dialogue. Furthermore, judges are contractually obligated to support the overall format of the program, making it highly unlikely that they would publicly undermine the voters' decision on live television. Regardless of the backstage mechanics, the true measure of Richardson's success will not be dictated by a television trophy. Entertainment history is rich with examples of robbed contestants, such as Jennifer Hudson or Chris Daughtry, who leveraged their controversial exits into massive, sustained commercial success. The widespread public outrage has effectively served as an unprecedented promotional campaign. Record executives are acutely aware of the passionate fanbase Richardson has mobilized, positioning her to transition from a reality television participant into a formidable force within the mainstream music industry. Her journey beyond the idol stage is now the most highly anticipated storyline of the year.